Yo, it's your boy Adam back with another video on the channel for you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Today's video, we've got a defensive masterclass. We're going to be focusing in more on jockeying and sort of defending in that way, because in the last defending tutorial, if you did watch it, it's on our channel. We didn't really touch on that more. We was more focusing on our defensive position, etc. And I feel like a lot of people are still struggling to defend, so it makes sense to make this guide for you. And this is actually clips from our Futchamps Weekend League highlights, and you will notice a lot of stuff that I do. So you constantly see that I'm running and jockeying, so L2 and R2 on PlayStation, and this is what you want to be doing with defending. You do not need to manually tackle, like do that occasionally if you're being extremely aggressive, then but you don't need to do it that often. Literally your point is that you're jockeying and you sort of go into them and it will tackle. I know this year defending is more difficult because they didn't really reward manual defending. They've made it more difficult, and AI defending is more OP. You've seen the blocks and stuff that happens on FIFA 21 now. But you'll see this opposition that I was actually facing against in this clips, he dominated the game, he dominated possession. I don't play drop back 1 depth, I play 4 depth. I like to play attacking, but sometimes you play against people that are just better than you at holding the ball, and that's okay, but you've got to be able to defend and also be able to counter them. So you will notice in a lot of these clips, I'm always controlling my DMs. In my case, it's Kante, it's so good. I play the 4-2-3-1. No matter what formation you play, control your CDMs and your forwards as well, your lamb, your ram, your right winger, your left winger. Run around the pitch with them jockeying. Try and predict where they're going to pass and try and run into them as well to tackle the ball. This is the main thing. You'll see a lot of people on Twitter are tweeting that I hate people that just control their CDMs and run around. Why? Because it's super effective and it works, and that's what you need to be doing. And as you see there, he's got no space to go. He kind of gets fed up and ends up just running into me. And I don't mind. I don't really like people passing it so much, but I don't mind it if it means that they're not going to do nothing. And you can see from the halftime stat, I mean, 63% possession against me. I never have 37, like very, very rare. But we had the same amount of shots and we're winning 2-0 at halftime. And then the game actually ended up winning 4-1 to us, and we still had less possession, but a little bit more. But that's the sort of idea of how it will work and how effective it's going to be, but it depends on how solid you are. Obviously, you need to have the right chemistry styles on your defenders as well. I recommend shadows and anchors. It depends on who you've got, but generally shadows and anchors on your centre backs and full backs are going to be the way to go. Just because pace is still the absolute meta. And as you see here, this guy's jockeying 2 side on. You need to be jockeying behind, not sideways, because it's too easy for me to turn. And I've got Dembele and Ben Yedder up front. There's another thing I wanted to touch on. It's really important to know what forwards you're coming up against, because if they've got 5-star weak foot, it means they're sort of more unpredictable. If they've got 3-star weak foot, they can still score this year. It's not impossible to score, but I'd rather show them on that 3-star weak foot. And if they score with it, fair play. So as you can see here, his defender, he's jockeying me side on again, and it's just too easy for my forward to turn and shoot. In this case, it's actually Kante, not my forward, and he's got 3-star weak foot. So we still managed to score with that. But I don't know how I scored that, to be honest with you. But that's just another example of the opposition sort of defending wrong. And this case, I'm really aggressive there, straight away going at him, and that's sort of an occasion that you might want to stand tackle. Be very careful of dragging out your centre back, so you definitely want to keep them back as often as possible and sort of use them as a last resort. Control your forwards and your DMs as much as possible. So I'm using Mahrez here, using Cancelo. You can see that he's triggered his run. Look where my remote control is. You can see he's triggered his run there. As soon as he's done that, I run back with Cancelo to make sure he's not going to be caught out of position. And that attack there, that side of the attack is gone. And then he ends up passing it to Salah, triggers the run, and I read it. But now you can see what I've done here with Ben Yedder in the same game. I've triggered the run, I press L1 and X or LB and X, triggered Ben Yedder's run, and look at the player he's controlling. He's controlling his DM, Fernandez, who he had with his shadow, so he's using him as a DM. He should be controlling his centre back. He should be running the back straight away. In this case, you need to be trying to stop the player that's going to provide the cross, because it's extremely difficult to stop the player in the box. It's just very hard to mark them. And he's kind of caught in no man's land. He doesn't mark the winger, he doesn't mark the player in the box, and then I just do a low cross and it's an easy goal. But they're very hard to defend, the low crosses anyway. He's trying to dribble in the box, does a heel to heel. I read that as well. You need to be jockeying at a certain distance where you can anticipate any move they're going to do within a certain reason. I feel like skill moves make it very difficult. That's why people are saying skill moves over weak foot this year. And obviously if you're playing against very skilled opposition, then it's quite difficult to predict what they're going to do. But you see that drag back there, I managed to predict it. And even players that have got 4-star weak foot, generally people just don't want to shoot on their weak foot, even if they've got 4-star. And yeah, I can kind of sort of be biased to one side that they're going to go, and yeah, just predict it a little bit more. And this helps me in my defending. But yeah, I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below if this does help you. And obviously we do stream on Twitch every day. The link is in the description below. It is twitch.tv/Ado13. So yeah, you can watch us live and see how we play as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make this defending tutorial for you guys, so hopefully it does help you out. And yeah, you can just see more clips of me just absolutely bullying the opposition. They can't go nowhere. And the last clip that we actually do have this on is very interesting because they're on the attack. We actually tackle them, we actually go on the counter attack, and we score a goal. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope it does help you. If it did, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. It's been your boy, and leaves one more thing to say. Safe